Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today if you're wondering, first of all, why I'm talking so damn quiet, it's because it's pretty late. It's actually late as hell. It's like 3 in the morning. But I decided that today I was going to pick up the yearly tradition of my complete collection, my complete annual collection showcase. For those of you that don't know, every year I will be showing you guys my complete DVD, Blu Ray, VHS, vinyl, and CD collection as of that year. Keep in mind it grows every year, so you guys will be seeing plenty of updates as the years go on. But we're going to be starting off 2024's collection. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Most of the stuff you'll see will be the same from last year, but there of course are some differences. There's differences every year, but yeah, let's get on with it. So first we're going to be starting off up here. I'm not going to be pulling these out because it's going to take a long time. But here's a Star Trek 1, the motion picture, and then Star Trek the motion picture trilogy with The Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, and The Voyage Home. We got the Star Trek 2009 remake, and then the Star Trek Compendium, which actually features Star Trek 2009 remake and Star Trek Into Darkness. Star Trek the original series, Captain Kirk's Boldest Moments, just some episodes from the 1960s TV show, I think, from CBS. Independence Day, a loose copy. King Kong 2005, The Sixth Day, Red Dragon, Aladdin, the remake, Kramer vs. Kramer, Bad Boys 1 and 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas, A Spectacular Spider-Man, the complete first season, Jeepers Creepers, Eastern Promises. This is the Ultimate Edition of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Goodfellas on HD DVD, Date Night, Zombieland, The Ascent, Full Metal Jacket, Stanley Kubrick, A Life in Pictures, Romeo plus Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio film. It wasn't made by him, but he's just in it. Up in Smoke and Still Smoking, Cheech and Chong, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Apollo 18, Miracle on 34th Street, M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, Shutter Island, Joey, and Paul. So now we're going to go on to the actual shelf itself. We got Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep adaptation, Animal House, Apocalypto, Aquaman, Angst. This is a underrated German home invasion film. It's really good. Highly recommend you guys pick it up, or at least just watch it. All Quiet on the Western Front, a Netflix remake of the original film, I think. Akira. Speaking of which, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, their name was Akira. They recently passed away, so I gotta say, that's sad as hell. You know, I'm Spanish, obviously. Me and my family love Dragon Ball Z. We used to watch it every day. But, you know, unfortunately, he's dead. And may he rest in peace. And thank you, Akira, for your amazing work. American Psycho, Army of Darkness, Antichrist, Disturbing, Adventures in Babysitting, Avengers, Apocalypse Now, Apollo 13, Boys in the Hood, I'm gonna stand back a bit, Blade Runner 2049, Black Hawk Down, Baby Assassins, Barbie, The Blues Brothers 2000, Batman 4 Film Collection. This has Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. Obviously, the first two Michael Keaton movies are the only ones that are worth watching. Batman Begins, The Batman, The Breakfast Club, Back to the Future Trilogy, Brightburn, Bruce Almighty, Bad Taste from the director of Lord of the Rings. Before he made high-budget Hollywood blockbusters, he made low-budget, gory flicks, and they're great. Bully, film underrated film. Very disturbing as well. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Beetlejuice. The Big Lebowski. Bones and All. Black Phone. Bullet Train. We're getting into the TV shows now. The Boys Season 1 and 2. The Boys Season 3. Breaking Bad, my favorite show of all time. Why don't you just move the guns from up here? I've got guns to represent the show. Because, you know, guns are used a lot in the show. Breaking Bad Season 2. Breaking Bad Season 3. Breaking Bad Season 4. Season 5 Part 1. Season 5 Part 2. And then we got Better Call Saul Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Season 4. And I need to get 5 and 6. And El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. So that is, that's shelf 1. Now we're moving on to shelf 2. Just give me a moment to put everything back. Okay. We got It's a Wonderful Life, RoboCop, Avatar, The Fault in Our Stars, Hellraiser, Police Academy, Red Riding Hood, Pan's Labyrinth, Fun with Dick and Jane, Eyes Wide Shut, Stand and Deliver, Little Shop of Horrors, Man on Wire, Stone, Good Night and Good Luck, Gretel and Hansel, another copy of Goodfellas, this time on just regular DVD, one of the first issues of that film, I think, Halloween 1 and 2, the Rob Zombie films, Hairspray Remake, and the Hairspray Original by John Waters. The remake has John Travolta. Martin Scorsese 4-film collection. This includes Goodfellas. What the hell is that? Some kind of crumb. That's gross. Goodfellas, The Departed, Mean Streets, and Aviator. Aviator doesn't really fit with that collection of like crime drama and all that. They should have put Taxi Driver instead of it. Final Destination 1, 2, and 3. Whip It, Starsky and Hutch, Funny People, The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, The Blair Witch Project, Superman the Movie, Aliens, and Alien 3. We got The Gambler, we got Fargo, the movie, we got Transformers, we got Friday the 13th Part 1 Uncut, and Friday the 13th Part 4 Uncut, Wayne's World 1 and 2, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, V for Vendetta, The Godfather Part 3, Top Gun 3D, and Final Destination 4, or The Final Destination. So we gotta stick my finger in here and pull this out. Clockwork Orange, one of my favorite films ever, and one of the best films ever made. Chinatown, Chasing Amy, The Cable Guy, Cujo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Christine, Carrie. We got a double feature. We got Casino and Carlito's Way. Obviously, Casino's better, but I think Carlito's Way is actually underrated. I don't hear many people talking about it. Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Come and See, disturbing anti-war film from Russia, I believe it was made in. Cape Fear, Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, Crazy Rich Asians, Creed 2, I don't know if I'll be picking up 3, maybe. Die Another Day, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, Drag Me to Hell, Dune, the Dune remake, Dune Part 2 is coming out soon. I'll definitely be getting that. Dunkirk, Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Rare instance when Stanley Kubrick made a comedy film and it was actually great. Deadpool, Donnie Brasco, almost said Donnie Darko. The Deer Hunter, The Departed, Doctor Sleep, and The Shining, but I'm mostly better for Doctor Sleep. Dahmer, I reviewed this movie on the channel. It's, to put it short, it's a very unimpressive movie of Jeffrey Dahmer. Very unimpressive, very uninspired, not good at all. Dead Alive, one of the goriest, probably the goriest film ever made. So happy to have that. It's a very rare movie to own, actually, so really proud of that. The Evil Dead Ultimate Edition. Evil Dead 2. I love the Evil Dead films. Evil Dead, the remake from 2013, I think. Evil Dead Rise. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Eyes Wide Shut. Kubrick's final film before he unfortunately passed away of a heart attack. And it was good, as all of his other films are. My favorite movie of all time, Eraserhead. I just love it. It's just like the best film ever made. And if you haven't seen it, you have to see it or else you're missing out. The Exorcist. Honestly, I'm about to drop a bombshell of an opinion, but I think The Exorcist is very overrated and it does not live up to the expectations that a lot of people give it. People say it's the scariest movie ever made. It's the best horror film ever made. No, it ain't. There's much, much, much better horror films out there. Eraserhead, for example, that's a much better film than The Exorcist. The Shining is better. I mean, it certainly is better than a lot of cheap slashers of Hollywood, like Scream and Halloween. It's leagues above that garbage, but it's just not the best horror film ever made, in my opinion. It's just, I think it's really overhyped, and it blinds people from a lot of better horror films. That's just me. Elvis, the Baz Luhrmann film. At least I think that's how you say his name. E.T., the Extraterrestrial. Falling Down, basically Joker before Joker. So good. Fight Club. Broke the first rule. Full Metal Jacket. Amazing film by Stanley Kubrick, of course. Fury, underrated war film. Forrest Gump. Friday the 13th 8-movie collection. It just has Friday the 13th 1 through 8. It's just whatever. Those movies are just whatever. They're fine, I guess. They're really overrated, though. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to put a box right here so I can sit on it so that I'm not too far away. Sorry, this is going to take a bit. How you guys doing today? You good? Okay. Alright, I'm actually closer now. Oops. Sorry. Okay. We got Saw. We got Fantastic Mr. Fox. We got 4 movies here. National Lampoon's Animal House, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dazed and Confused, and Weird Science. The Fog, The Three Stooges. This is just like one of those like cheap collection DVDs that they made of the Three Stooges. Three Stooges, another DVD, but this one is better because it has more of the little movies, little shorts, whatever. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, in my opinion, actually a very solid kids movie. I'm still impressed by how good it is after all these years. It's crazy how good this movie is. Alien vs. Predator, Winter's Bone, 2012. The Lodge, The Curse of La Llorona. Horrible movie. It's just a prime example of what horror has become. What is this? Oh, this is a Jackie Chan 8 film collection. This has Battle, Creek Brawl, City Hunters, Crime Story, Magnificent Bodyguards, Police Story 1 and 2, Dragon Fist, and The Protector. So, you know, if you're a Jackie Chan fan, go nuts. The Usual Suspects, Paddington, Castaway, Elf, Diary of Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. Again, not only a solid kids film, but a rare example of a sequel being better than the original. This is just peak. This is like peak children's movies, in my opinion. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Silent Fall, The Notebook, Wizard of Oz, Mrs. Doubtfire, 28 Weeks Later, Interview with the Vampire. We got Spider-Man Homecoming, Layer Cake, Pulp Fiction, Blade Runner, Garfield the Movie, The Road, Diary of a Wicked Dog Days, again, very solid. Little Monsters, 4-movie Midnight Marathon Pack. This has The Land of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Prince of Darkness, and The Serpent and the Rainbow. 1408, The Cabin in the Woods, Hannibal, Hannibal Rising. Then we got Get Smart, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocky, P.S. I Love You, Hickok or Highcock, I don't know, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Father's Day. This is the worst movie I've ever seen, just hands down the worst film ever made, in my opinion. A Christmas Story, Saturday Night Fever, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and Guilt Trip. Okay, let's go. Shove my finger in there. Freddy vs. Jason. Firestarter, the remake. I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know if that one's good or bad. A Few Good Men. Funny Games. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Grease. Oh, speaking of Grease. Godzilla. Godzilla 2000. Get Ready to Crumble. Yep, just like the franchise. Godzilla. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Godzilla vs. Kong. They're making another one for God knows what reason. Gummo. This is a very strange and kind of disgusting film. Harmony Korine. I unboxed it, and you can find reviews on it on YouTube. It's odd, but I like it. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Very important film to me due to the fact that it was the first movie that me and my dad watched together. You know, watching movies with my dad is always amazing, but I can't right now because he's not with us. He's not dead. He's just it's complicated. The Girl in the Spider's Web. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Gremlins. Childhood film of mine. Love it. Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. I always found this blurb on the front to be very grammatically confusing. It says "Be ready to believe us," but it really should be "Get ready to believe us." I don't know if that was how they said that back then, but it always struck me as odd. The Green Mile, literally the saddest movie I've ever seen. Ball my eyes out every time I see it, no joke. The Godfather, Part 1. Amazing film, one of my favorites. The Godfather Part 2, honestly not as good as the first one. I think the first one is better. Excuse me. Sorry. Godfather Part 2 is still amazing, but not the best. Not the best. Godfather Part 3, obviously the weakest of the trilogy. And then we got The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. It's 80s, white 80s. Goodfellas on Blu Ray. That's my definitive copy. It's an amazing film. Get Out. The Goonies. Hamburger Hill. Underrated as hell. This war movie. It's underrated as hell. Another underrated as hell film. Hobo with a Shotgun. Most people may say this is like, oh, this is my guilty pleasure film. No, this isn't even a guilty pleasure film of mine. This is like straight up one of my favorite movies ever made. It's funny. It's gory as hell. It's got kick-ass characters. It's got funny one-liners. It's just freaking awesome. You have to see it. Hardcore Henry, like a first-person movie, like first-person shooter. The House, or Houseu, crazy Japanese horror movie. Hostel. House is like if Earthbound was a horror, or if a horror movie was directed by the creator of Earthbound, like Satoru Iwata. No, not Satoru Iwata. I forgot what the creator of Earthbound's name was, but yeah. Hostel Part 2. Sorry that it's getting dark. Heat. I can't do anything about the light, really. Home Alone. Maybe I can move a little bit. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Hacksaw Ridge. Insidious 1, 2, and 3. I Spit on Your Grave, the original. Disturbing, kind of. I Spit on Your Grave remake. I mean, to say either which one of these is better is kind of like an odd thing, because they're both like just mid, you know, they're both kind of like mid films, so you can't really say the remake is better, the remake is worse, or the original is better. You can't really say, or at least I can't really say. Excuse me. Ichi the Killer, gory Japanese splatter comedy, I think. Stephen King's It, the original. It, the remake. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between which one of these two is. I think the remake is better, honestly. Well, surprise, surprise. I think the remake is better. It, Chapter 2. Bad film. Just straight up horrible. Independence Day. Oh, come on. Independence Day Resurgence. Bad. Just bleh. I, Tonya. This actually has one of the weirdest blurbs I've ever seen in my life. The Goodfellas of figure skating. So apparently this film is that, but in the figure skating world. I didn't know that there was a figure skating genre, and I don't think I really care. Interstellar. The Invisible Man. Joker, the 2019 one. I was gonna say a remake, but I don't think it's a remake of anything. And Focus, Jellyfish Eyes. So now we're moving down here to this odd little section here. It's kind of like the oddball thing where like I didn't really know where to categorize all these movies, so they just went in this weird little pile, or this weird little area. So we have Taxi Driver, which should not be there, but it's there for some reason. Bowling for Columbine, In Bruges. I'm not going to pull any of these out because it's just going to take too long. Jumanji, Big Trouble in Little China, and Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Dumb and Dumber 2 movie collection. Bill and Ted's Excellent Double Feature. The Mask, Escape Room. I want to show you this despicable little blurb on the back. It's just, it instantly, not only does it date the film, but it also completely destroys my expectations of it. Oh, look, even the disc is rattling up in there. Funny AF. I mean, scary. Scary AF. Are you serious? Why would anyone say that about any film? The freaking disc fell out. Why would you ever say anything like that about any film? That makes me just not want to watch it, because I already know who the target audience is, and I can tell you damn sure I'm not part of that audience. And then they made a second one, which is like, just okay, whatever. You're really reaching for the lowest hanging fruit at that point. The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, Captain Underpants, their first epic movie. Actually a good movie, like a great movie, no lie, and like it's really good. Turning Red, it's all right. I mean, it's kind of hard to watch. It's kind of cringe, but people will say, "Oh, that's the point. That's the point. It's cringe because, you know, it's teenagers, and teenagers are cringe, and you were cringe and I were cringe." So, I guess that's the movie's excuse to be, you know, painful. The Brave Little Toaster, no joke, one of the best animated films ever made. It's just absolutely that movie is crazy. It's violent, it's scary, and it's just screwed up. It's a screwed up kids movie. And then the sequels, which suck. Brave Little Toasters to the Rescue and Ghost of Mars. Those suck. They suck. 2 copies of The Exorcist for whatever reason. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Ava, Porky's. Sledgehammer. This is actually an underrated comedy show that aired on the same channel as The Cosby Show, so obviously it never got off the ground. Only 2 seasons, but, you know, it was great while it lasted. Us, Death Proof, Wallace and Gromit. Little section here, the complete collection. It has the first 4 shorts. They're making a new one, which is, freaking epic. Wallace and Gromit 3 Amazing Adventures. That's just an older copy of the shorts. Wallace and Gromit, Curse the Were-Rabbit, amazing. Chicken Run, also an amazing film. It's like The Great Escape, but like, with chickens. Fake. This is a weird ass, like, yaoi gay anime DVD. I don't actually know how it like got in my room. I just sort of have it, but yeah. This is Dragon Ball Z season 1. Again, rest in peace to the creator. High Tension, The Thing, Wonder Woman, Requiem for a Dream, Jumanji: The Next Level, Cloverfield, Blade Runner 1 and the remake and the original, Joker, $1 Million Baby, Short Bus, The Inglourious Bastards, and just Inglourious Bastards. So that was the original. That was the Quentin Tarantino remake. Capone, Tango and Cash, Welcome to Collinwood. And then we got right here, we have Die Hard, Tron, there you go, Tron, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Menu, Heat, The Matrix, the first 4 Police Academy movies, another copy of Animal House, Mobsters, and another copy of Grease. Pat yourself on the back because we are 26 minutes in. That is a lot. I'm going to put this box back because I'm not going to need it anymore, I think. Okay, here we go. We have Sniper 7, Ultimate Kill, Underworld, Blood Wars, Killing Gunther, Slenderman, The Rundown. Only reason I have that movie is because my dad bought it for me and, sentimental value. But other than that, I hate Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not as a person, but as an actor. He can't act for garbage, man. He's just a horrible actor. Morons from Outer Space, Where the Wild Things Are. Pretty messed up movie from my childhood, I remember. It's kind of screwed up. I mean, one of the characters gets their arm torn off, so whoa. Beyond Jurassic Park, this is just like a documentary of the first 3 or 2 Jurassic Park films I don't remember. Jackass, The Lost Tapes. I'm just going to do this because it hurts my arm to hold that out. Grease. Jackass, The Lost Tapes is just like, you guessed it, Lost Tapes from the Jackass show. Another copy of Grease. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Star Wars 2: Attack of the Clones, and Star Wars 3: Revenge of the Sith. First 2 seasons of Dexter, and just Dexter Most Shocking Episodes. Just this little throwaway DVD, like a promotional DVD. Jackass the Movie, Jackass number 2, Jackass 2.5, Jackass 3, Jackass 3.5, Jackass Forever, and Jackass the Box Set. Love the Jackass, just love Jackass in general, honestly. It's just such a fun series. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then the final one, Jurassic World Dominion. I don't think they're going to make any more, but you never know, because movie companies lie all the time. They'll say that's the final movie, but no, it's not. We're getting more. John Wick. Personally, I think the Jurassic Park films should just stop. They should just stop. Like, they've gone on for too long. John Wick 2. John Wick 3, Parabolum. John Wick 4. Of course, there's a John Wick 5 in production, so, we're going to see where that goes. Jaws. One of my favorite childhood movies. Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws the Revenge. Anything after 2 is just straight up like dookie dump. They're all so bad. 2, 3, and 4, they're just so bad. Juno, it's just like a cute little like coming of age movie, I guess, but it's like teen pregnancy and like divorce and all that. Julian Donkey Boy, I forgot who made this, but he made some more films that I have, and it's really good. It's It's like a schizo study movie. The original 1933 King Kong 2005, Kong Skull Island, Kids, Larry Clark. Really messed up, but also very true movie about kids and how they are as like humans. Whoa. Okay, I can't show this cover because it's too explicit, but it's Ken Park. It features the the infamous kitty licking scene. So yeah, I can't even show you guys the back because it's just okay, yeah, the disc is in the back. It's just so graphic. The Lighthouse, I almost forgot. Like, I was just about to pull that out. I was like, whoa, never mind. It's too graphic. The Lighthouse, Midsummer, Machete, Mad God. Phil Tippett, the guy who does like a bunch of like stop motion stuff. He did the Ed 209 for RoboCop. Malignant, Meet the Feebles, another one of Peter Jackson's earlier films. Dead Alive was another earlier Peter Jackson film. There's like a trilogy. There's like there's Got Bad Taste, and then there's Meet the Feebles, and then there's Dead Alive. And everyone keeps telling him to release these movies on 4K, and you know he has to because like these are important. Whether he wants to admit they exist or not, they're great. You know, they're funny, they're gory, they're just off the walls, insane. Mother. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, hilarious movie, funny as hell. The Meg, they made a part 2, I'm not even gonna bother. Misery, Monster, Mallrats, Mulholland Drive, strange David Lynch film. You know, he does strange films and he's a strange fellow, but I love him. Men, Missing in Action, Matrix Blu Ray, Me, Myself, and Irene. Very raunchy and just very crude and brutal Jim Carrey comedy, but it's just so funny. Like, it's one of his best films. The Mask, the best Jim Carrey movie in my opinion. I mean, I know Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is like what people's minds go to when they say like the best Jim Carrey movie, but it's just this for me, you know. I love this movie because it's just so cartoony and wacky and just, I love it. Men in Black, Men in Black Part 2, Mars Attacks, mid-90s. It really is a masterpiece, honestly. It's so good. And it's like Jonah Hill's like debut film, I think, so that's crazy. We got Terrifier 2. I have to pick up Terrifier 1. This is just like this is a just brutal film. You really need like a strong stomach to watch it. Like, holy crap. Bruce Campbell versus Army of Darkness, the director's cut is just like a director's cut of Army of Darkness, but you can just buy the Scream Factory version and get not only that, but the international and the theatrical cut. The Karate Kid, Lost Boys, you know, the vampire movie. Karate Kid, the original, not the trash remake. 4 National Lampoon Vacation films. So, National Lampoon's Vacation, Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and European Vacation. The Great Escape, Night Shift, Conan the Barbarian 1 and 2, Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile, The Happy Time Murders. This is just like a knockoff of Meet the Feebles. Like, Meet the Feebles makes this movie like this movie makes Meet the Feebles look like Godfather, honestly. A Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. Viva La Bam season 1, 4, and 5. I gotta get 2 and 3. Good show, by the way. It's kind of underrated in my opinion. If you want like classic Bam goodness, then you just pick up Viva La Bam. Like, before all the crap happened, like with him and like being in jail and all that. That's just like good old classic Bam. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, 28 Days Later. Great horror movie, actually. It's not really often I say a horror movie is great, but that one is just great. American Gangster, The Twilight Zone, it's just like a bunch of fan favorite episodes of The Twilight Zone. Commando, Raging Bull, A History of Violence, and First Blood. Sorry, I'm just tired as hell. This video's been going on for a while. Munich, Mixed Nuts, 8 Mile, aka the Eminem movie. The Man with the Golden Gun, No Country for Old Men, Nobody. That was like my favorite movie of whatever year it came out, like 2022. It was great. Need for Speed, Jesse in a car. He went go-karting. Misconduct. Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whatever. Natural Born Killers. The Never Ending Story, Part 1 and 2. Nope. Old Oppenheimer. I was so happy when I found out this film won Best of the Year. And Christopher Nolan won Best Actor of the Year. I was like, yes! This film deserved that so much. Oh, it's so good. The Outsiders. Overlord. Platoon. Pulp Fiction. She was like my childhood crush when I first saw that movie. It was like, oh my gosh, she was so hot. Psycho, the original after Hitchcock. Psycho 2, 3, and 4. And then the bad remake. Pearl. Mia Goth can ruin me. Parasite. Detective Pikachu. Precious. Very underrated film, honestly. Pet Sematary remake. Just trash, blah, awful, dookie dump. Predator 2. Poltergeist 2 and 3. The Passion of the Christ. The Pianist. Haha, funny. Get your chucks out. Get your yucks out, boys. Paths of Glory. Early Stanley Kubrick film. Planet Terror. A Quiet Place Part 2. They're making like a day one movie or something. I don't even know. A friend showed me and I was like, what the hell is that? And they were like, no, it's gonna be good. And I was like, la la la. We'll see. Maybe I should just shut up and like watch it before I rip on it. Raging Bull. This is actually not just Rocky. This is like all the Rocky films in one thing. It's like all the like singular discs in one little thing. Okay, it turns out I will need the box again because this is lowered. So give me a moment again, guys. I'm sorry that I have to be this way, but oh well. And it's gonna be dark too, so just, or maybe it doesn't. Hang on, I'll just make a quick cut and I'll come back with some light. All right, here we are back with some light. Should have done this earlier. I'm sorry. I know I'm the worst person ever. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Fun B movie. Just so funny and just weird, and they made a video game recently, so I wonder if that's any good. The Thing, Flight of the Navigator. The main kid who acted in this movie is in jail, I think, but it's still a pretty fun Disney film. The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake. Deep Blue Sea, 2001 A Space Odyssey, and then the lesser known, the pretty obscure sequel, 2010 the remake Contact. I remember I tell my friends, did you know 2001 had a remake? And they were like, no, it didn't. You're a liar. And I was like, check it out. I like, oh god. Citizen Kane, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, The Ring remake, The Stand, The Scorpion King, Four Christmases, Coach Carter, Fists of Fury, the Three Stooges movie. Just terrible. It's not a good movie. For a Three Stooges fan, it really broke my heart that that's what they did with the Three Stooges. King Kong. Well, at least the actors in the movie were good, but well, I mean, kinda. I mean, they kinda resembled the original characters, but still. Journey to the Center of the Earth, Jingle All the Way, The Silence of the Lambs, Nightmare on Elm Street, just a loose copy, and another copy of Natural Born Killers. So here we go. Oh, this is such a painful part. We got Rambo 2 or First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, Rambo 4, and then Rambo Last Blood. Presumably the last, presumably, because you know how much of a liar Hollywood is. Rob Zombie Trilogy, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. The Rock, Righteous Kill, The Right Stuff, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Reservoir Dogs, The Shawshank Redemption, Starship Troopers, Stand By Me, Schindler's List, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Apparently they're going to make a fourth one. It's just whatever. I don't really care about the Spider-Man movies. They're fine. No Way Home, Far From Home, and Homecoming again. Into the Spider-Verse, Sisu, Saving Private Ryan, Saving Ryan's Privates, The Shining, Smile. Is just so freaking bad. It's just garbage, lame-ass, low-budget horror film, uninspired, unoriginal, unfunny, unscary, just everything. It's just bad. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, of course they're making a second one, because, blah. The original Mario film, like the OG, 1993 film, it's a blast, said the Washington Post. Edie's Weddies, Shazam, Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad. I'm with the Suicide Squad. Scarface, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. They made a cartoon and they made a game out of it, but I haven't even seen the movie. And what is this guy's name? Michael Cera just kind of pisses me off, honestly. Just the way he is, he just really pisses me off. I don't like him. Saw, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's just when there's just something about somebody that pisses you off. There's something about him I just don't like. Saw 2, that image of the nails broken always just gives me an uneasy feeling. Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, 6, 7, or the final chapter. Spiral, even by Saw standards, this movie is garbage. This movie is lame. Horrible excuse for a Saw film. It's not even a Saw movie. It's just a movie, honestly. They just slapped the Saw name on that and said, screw it. Saw 10, on the other hand, is actually the best of the series. I watched it a few days ago, and it's freaking... Well, I didn't watch it a few days ago. I watched it a month ago. It's freaking crazy. It's actually really good. Sleepy Hollow. Yaw. And now we're moving down to the final area of this shelf. We still got another shelf over there. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and Mortal Kombat Legacy. Dune Drifter, that has nothing to do with Dune. It's like a standalone film. Willy's Wonderland, FNAF movie before FNAF movie. Jarhead, Minority Report, The Shawshank Redemption, Oops, hang on, I forgot to put this movie back in there. Let me just shove it in there. Another copy of The Shawshank Redemption. This is Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I only bought it because there's a double barrel shotgun on the cover, and that's my favorite gun. Atomic Blonde and Lucy. Atomic Blonde is better than Lucy in my opinion. Lucy is just whatever. Back to the Future. Bunch of Three Stooges, like just stuff. Steve-O, the early years, is like a documentary of Steve-O from Jackass when he was a kid and like a teenager and all that. The Three Stooges 6 movie set. This has Three Stooges Go Around the World in a Daze, Rockin' in the Rockies, Time Out for Rhythm, The Outlaws is Coming, Three Stooges Meet Hercules, and How Rocket Will Travel. I think Curly, when Curly was there, was like the best of the Stooges. Shemp is also great. I feel like Shemp is underrated. Curly Joe and Joe DeRita are fine. They just don't hit that same spot. The Wind Talker or just Wind Talker. 5-film collection of The Conjuring. Oh god, these are like we got The Nun, we got Annabelle, we got Conjuring, Annabelle Creation, Conjuring 2. I guess it's like the Conjuring movies, but in chronological order. Annabelle Comes Home, garbage ass film. There's one part where like a werewolf shows up in this movie, and it's like the flamest thing ever. It looks so bad. It looks like something. It straight up looks like the werewolf out of the Goosebumps movie. Like honestly, it's just so bad. Reservoir Dogs, 15th anniversary. The Abyss, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Temple of Doom. The Terminal and Zoolander. Terminal always makes me sad because of the Burger King scene and how this guy straight up bought a Whopper with like a bunch of like cents, like just some pennies, and he bought a Whopper combo. Oh, damn, fit my finger in there, hurts. We got Scrooged, the best Christmas movie ever made, better than Home Alone. Don't at me. Superbad. Taxi Driver. Ted from the creator of Family Guy. Family Guy is like just the bottom of the barrel for me. That is like the most like torturous thing I've ever seen in my like. Why would you ever make somebody watch that? It's like straight up like torture. Family Guy. It is just the worst show ever made. Ted is funny actually. I kind of like Ted though. It shows you that Seth MacFarlane can do good, but he just chooses to do the worst. Titanic, again, it's just my opinion. Go ahead and brawl me in the comments. Texas Chainsaw 3D, another remake. The Terminator 2. So, Terminator 3 is fine. Terminator Salvation is good. Everything afterwards is just garbage. Genesis sucks. Dark Fate sucks. I don't know if they're making a 7th one. They really shouldn't, honestly. They've already screwed it up enough. Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, just a show of Sarah Connor. Team America World Police from the creators of South Park. Don't ask why the shelf is dirty. It just is. Venom. And then Let There Be Carnage. I swear, when I saw this movie in theaters, it gave me a freaking headache. Especially with the screaming girl. It was just The Whale, best film of 2023. I think that's when this movie came out. I don't freaking know. But great film. Bawled my eyes out. Brendan Fraser wins. The Woman King. World War Z. Bent ass steelbook. Like, what the hell? Where the Crawdads Sing. The Wolf of Wall Street. X. Yes Man. And you've probably noticed that this entire video, it's all been in alphabetical order. Well, after Zoolander, it's not, because I just didn't bother alphabetizing them anymore, so they just go, they all just come as they are, you know. Zoolander, And Zoolander number 2. And we got Holiday Inn. And let me tell you something. Scream is hands down the worst horror movies I've ever had the displeasure of seeing. They started off as a parody of the common slasher genre, you know, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. They started off mocking the slasher genre. Then they became what they were mocking. You know, they just became garbage ass, lame, bottom of the barrel, cheap dumpster fire garbage. And the worst part is, people love the hell out of the Scream series. I know people in real life who die for these movies. I know people on the internet who die for these movies. I know people who, you know what, as soon as Halloween comes, they can't wait, because you know what they're going to dress up as? That's right, they're going to dress up as Scream Face. I see this stupid mask everywhere. And the funniest part is, it's usually the girls that like to dress up as like a sexy Scream. And, you know, like, they've got, like, you know what I mean? It's mostly girls who dress up as Ghostface. And it just winds me up, not in the good way. It just, oh my god, it's just so frustrating. Like, why can't you dress up as, like, Eraserhead or Ash Williams? Or freaking whatever, you know, dress up as any other. There's so many characters you can dress up as. Why do you choose Ghostface every single time? I'm getting tired just thinking about it. But yeah, this series is the bane of my existence. I don't even know why I have this movie. I'll probably give it to somebody. I don't want it in my collection. It's just, God, it's just so bad. And they keep making more is the problem. Space Jam. I had to get that rant off my chest. You'll probably see that rant every year, so get ready. The Walking Dead, the complete first season. Another copy of The Shining. Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity 2. 3. Just very common, like, ghost horror films. 4. The marked ones. And they have, like, 2 more. They have, like, Ghost Activity and, like, Next of Kin. Whatever. 300. 1917. Black Hawk Down. Justice League. Batman Under the Red Hood. Batman Gotham Knight. And Batman Year One. The first ever copy of Jaws I got. This is actually a very important DVD to me, because it was like one of the first I got when I started my collection, so very important to me. And then we got Sharknado. Just it's like, it's so bad that, like, it eclipses itself. I don't hate it, I don't love it, it just kind of exists. And, like, it's so just, I can't even describe it. It just eclipses itself out of this world, out of my opinion, yeah. So, that's it with the first shelf. Now we're going to be moving on to shelf number 2. Okay, first up here we got Seinfeld, the complete first, third, and second season. You guys saw me unbox that. We got Deliverance, Squeal Like a Piggy, Batman Begins, Hey Good Looking, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Life of Pi, Good Boys, another version of Ichi the Killer. This one has the limited edition blood bag, but of course all the blood is dried, and so it's just like this like little crusty bag full of just like water. Spartacus, The Sixth Sense, Man of Steel, Labyrinth, 8 Crazy Nights. Okay, here comes another rant. I hate Adam Sandler. I think he's one of the worst actors ever. But this movie is actually like the best thing he's ever made, and that's saying something, because this movie sucks. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Sopranos Season 1, another copy of Saving Private Ryan, Knives Out, Talk to Me, MFKZ or Motherfuckers, Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3, Evil Dead 1, 2, 3, Fright Night, The Stuff, They Live, Liar Liar, Silence of the Lambs, Pink Floyd's The Wall movie, Kanye West, this is just like a college dropout video anthology. It's just like showing a bunch of like music videos from the college dropout era of Kanye West. Cutting Moments, Birds of Prey, and The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, and The Villainous. So here we go. Oh crap. Ouch. That hurt actually. How the hell? Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Pull that out. The Clerks. This is the 10th year anniversary edition. This is a good box if you love Clerks, you know. RoboCop trilogy 1, 2, and 3. The Lawnmower Man. Inland Empire, David Lynch. Blue Velvet, another David Lynch. Videodrome, Videodrome. Creepshow. Jigsaw. Devil's Advocate. Borat. Mad Max. The Road Warrior, aka Mad Max 2, and Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome. Mad Max Fury Road. Barry Lyndon. Death Sentence. The Truman Show. The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Skinamarink. Menace to Society. Groundhog Day. Infinity Pool. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus Christ Superstar, or just like Jesus Christ Superstar 2000 as they call it. Irreversible. Okay, I don't know if I can show that, but you know, Irreversible. Ebola Syndrome. Martyrs. Canadian classic. Y'all Americans wish you made a film like that. A film. The House That Jack Built. Three Amigos. Irishman. Probably like one of Scorsese's weaker films. RoboCop. Oh, sorry, the camera looked tilty for a second. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. The Last Temptation of Christ. Do the Right Thing. 4-film collection of The Critters. Critters 3. Leonardo DiCaprio's film debut. That's a selling point. Oh, I mean, I think people probably would buy that movie on account of it being his first film. Color Out of Space, and oh god, this is gonna suck. Never mind. The Color of Money. All right, we're gonna go down here to, I think, the final DVD. Yeah, this is gonna be like the final DVD shelf. Afterwards, it's just gonna be stuff that, you know, isn't DVD. So yeah, American Psycho DVD, Scanners, Old Boy, the original, and the crappy remake. Ricky O, the story of Ricky, one of the most violent films ever made. Again, just like in the same vein as Dead Alive and stuff. It's just so brutal. Street Trash, Watership Down, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, Lord of the Rings 1 and 2, Meatball Machine, crazy Japanese movie. Old Boy, another version of the original. Ritual, Whiplash, Neon Genesis Evangelion, the complete series. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, and The Shining on Blu Ray. The Hitman's Bodyguard. The Return of the Living Dead, 1917, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Sin City, Hard Candy, Airplane, Cobra, Jacob's Ladder, Office Space. All right, let me talk about Office Space here. A lot of people love the film, and I understand why. I can totally see why you would love Office Space. There were parts of it that were funny, and there were parts of it that were hilarious to me. I loved quite a lot about the film, but it is just boring. It's boring, And I tried my hardest to like pay attention to the dialogue and pay attention to the jokes and everything. But this movie just goes on and on and on and on about what? What, man? Like, why? Why does this movie choose to be this way? You know, like, there was so much hype around this movie, and when I finally saw it, I was just like, why was it like this? Like, where's the Office Space that everyone else was talking about? Why did I get this Office Space? You know, it's just it's funny, but I honestly can't see myself rewatching it. It's just maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section what you love about it, but it's just boring. It drags on so much. It's just painful, honestly. At some points it's just painful. Zombie flesh. This is like my most controversial video opinion wise. Zombie flesh eaters, Enter the Void, and the Blue Lagoon. Okay, last shelf, boys. Yeah. Oh my god, sorry about that. It's just like I put my coffee mug on here a lot, and it just like spills, and I just don't clean it. Well, I should. I'm a disgusting bastard, I know. Halloween original, Halloween 2, and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Ren and Stimpy Season 1 and 2, the John K era, and then the rest just the games era. Seasons 3.5-ish. Oops. Oh no, what'd I do? Season 5 and some more 4. So yeah, I love the hell out of Ren and Stimpy. It's like my favorite cartoon ever. It's you guys have to see it if you haven't. Drive, Free Guy, Audition, Hereditary, The Royal Tenenbaums, Kindergarten Cop, Ted K. Unabomber, Angry Kid. This is like, so this is like, it was a cartoon that was made by Aardman Animations, the same guys that made Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep. It's a very odd and like kind of disturbing series in some aspects and some points even. It's funny, but you have to have a good sense of humor to watch it. Otherwise, you're just going to find it crude and scary. Ready Player One, Mandy, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Batman v Superman, Wall Street, Captain Phillips, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4, another copy of Eraserhead, amazing film, best film ever made, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, The Fly, Black Klansman, American Beauty, Don't Breathe. I always love the cover of that DVD. It's very neonish. Edward Scissorhands, Doom 1, and Doom Annihilation. Just, you know, you could have done so much. Doom is such a simple movie to make, but they somehow managed to mess it up. The Aviator, Sully. Oh, whoa, don't follow me. Being John Malkovich, Faces of Death, The Courier, and finally, The Black Swan. That is my entire DVD, Blu-ray, and just DVD and Blu-ray. But now we're moving on to some games that I have down here. This is the games section. We got some Wii games. We got Sonic Colors, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Donkey Kong Country Returns, God of War, Grand Theft Auto 3, Sonic and Mega Collections Plus, Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man Anniversary Collection, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Mario Kart Wii. This has just like a bunch of like loose games on it. I'm gonna try and open it. No promises though. Sorry. We got Red Dead Redemption, Mario Galaxy, Angry Birds, Star Wars. I'm just gonna put them like that and then just stack them. Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Still a good game, honestly. It holds up really well. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Liberty City Stories. Oni. Not Oni Plays. Medal of Honor European Assault. The Simpsons game. NBA Live 2004. NBA Live 07. SSX3. It's like a snowboarding game. It's whatever. NFL Street. Big Game Hunter 2008. Alaska Adventures. Another hunting game. And that's it. That's it for those games anyways. So as you can see, we gotta move from this obelisk of Garfield books because I love the hell out of Garfield, and if you don't, there's something seriously wrong with you. Garfield is funny, and you're not. So I'm joking. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, we're fine. Just plug in this little battery I have here, just so the thing doesn't die on me whilst I'm recording. It's just some Garfield books. Like, they just compile the cartoons from the newspapers and put them in a book. PTSD Radio Volume 1. Very scary manga. Be Very Afraid of Kaneko Inuki. We have Doom 3 BFG Edition. Resident Evil 5. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Bully, The Evil Within, Gears of War 1 and 2, Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham City. Still the best superhero game ever made, honestly. Dark Souls, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Halo 4, Aliens, Colonial Marines, I'm sorry. The Orange Box. Yeah, it is the Orange Box. Best deal in video game history, apparently. I mean, it does have a lot of good games, honestly. Yeah. Minecraft. GTA 5. GTA Liberty, episodes from Liberty City. GTA 4, Mass Effect. I like how I just stroke it twice before pulling it out. Halo 3, LA Noire, and Assassin's Creed. So yeah, and we got some. Let me move these batteries out of the way. We got some SNES games. We got Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox, Kirby Superstar, Killer Instinct, Skulljagger, Super Mario World, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Turtles in Time 4, another copy of Killer Instinct, and Beauty and the Beast. Speaking of Beast, we're going to move on to probably the hardest section of this video, which is going to be my VHS collection. My VHS collection is not as upfront as some of my other sections of the collection. It is very hidden behind this big ass shelf, so we're gonna have some problems showing the collection. But bear with me as I try to get through this as smoothly as possible. But keep in mind it's gonna be awkward, so I'm very sorry in advance. But here we go. Luigi, hang on, sorry. Okay, there we go. In here we have Cape Fear. Oh crap, here we go again with this bull crap. We have Artificial Intelligence, Dogs Go to Heaven, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, E.T. Up there we got Forrest Gump and Orange Candy. Hang on. Saturday Night Fever, 1941, Back to the Future, Street Fighter, Total Recall, Wallace and Gromit 1, 2, and 3. Let's just get these front ones out of the way. We got Pulp Fiction, We got Philadelphia down there. Now here we got The Untold Story. Very violent Hong Kong true crime film. Still sealed in its original packing. Look at that. And I have no intentions of pulling it out. Firestarter, the original. I've got a silica gel packet there so that it doesn't grow mold on these tapes. The Godfather. Boys in the Hood. And let's continue. Terminator 1 and 2, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Casino, Goodfellas. Come on, lower the brightness a bit. Monty Python, and now for something completely different. Raging Bull, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Batman, Batman Forever, and Salem's Lot. Whew, okay, now let's move on to the down. To the down over here. Oh, God, sorry. You guys just got light blasted. We got PVZ Garden Warfare. And there's just like a little note here that I don't know what that's for. I got Grease 2. Kind of alright film. Okay, I gotta put this thing down, sorry. LA Confidential, GoldenEye, Focus, You Bastard. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Shakespeare in Love, Apollo 13, The Truman Show, Mad Max, True Lies, Magnolia. And then we got Doom 3, the PC version. You know, I'd be rocking that PC, those PC games. Another copy of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Midnight Run, Flawless, American Splendor, Igby's Down, You Can Count on Me, and Out of Order. This collection is out of order. Oh my goodness, I haven't pulled that back in a while. Holy crap. Whoa. That's just some junk. The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and The Prince of Tides. So, hang on, guys. Let me just pull these out so that I can show you guys. Whoa, watch out. Show you guys what's behind it, because there's quite a bit of stuff hidden behind it. We got Monster, we got Pinocchio, we got Aladdin, we got the Godfather game, we have Arcade Shooting Gallery, we just got more Wii games. The Monkey King, Up, Wii Sports, Just Dance 4, Monkey Mischief, Universe. It's like a weird, like, Disney Universe. It's like a weird, like, little game where you play different Disney characters, and it's just like a Disney plug-in, if anything. Toy Story 3, We Fit. What I mean by Disney plug-in, it's just like a big-ass advertisement for all the films they've made. This is The Emperor's New Groove, Star Trek, Next of Kin, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pocahontas, Solaris, Lord of the Rings. That's a spider. Hey. That's just a straight up spider. As you can see, I haven't been back here in a bit. Anyways, moving on. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Interview with the Vampire, Dumbo, Mulan, Lady and the Tramp, Cinderella, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Whew, that went better than I expected. So now, when I pick up this camera again, we're going to be continuing with my CD collection. There's quite a lot in the CD collection department, so, you know, you guys are going to see that when you do. But let me just put everything back. I just want to clean it up before, you know, we move on, because I like to have everything clean and organized, despite what you guys have seen thus far. So, putting everything back very quick. Bear with me. I'm surprised I managed to do this video in like just 2 takes. This is... Whoops. Something weird's happening. My chair has caught the fan cord. Alright, here we go, boys. Get ready for this. So, here we have box 1. This has Mr. Wazo All Wet, Lamb's Anger, Mustache Half a Scissor, Pran's Helium, The Best of Blondie. Surprise, surprise, it has a bunch of Blondie songs that are the best. Giugotti, Boards of Canada. Captain Beefheart and His Magic Band's Trout Mask Replica. Pink Floyd, Animals. One of their best albums, honestly, like their second best. The Division Bell, Adam Hart Mother, Wish You Were Here, The Dark Side of the Moon, and The Wall. That's their best album, in my opinion. People say, oh, Dark Side of the Moon is the best. No, it's not. It's The Wall. The Wall has so much more to offer than Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon is good. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But The Wall is just like supreme. This is The Boredoms, Wow 2, and The Boredoms, Pop Tatari, Travis Scott, Rodeo, and Utopia, In the Court of the Crimson King by Crimson King, King Crimson's Red, Frank Zappa's Hot Rats, The Velvet Underground and Nico, Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures, Michael Jackson's Bad and Thriller, Daft Punk, Random Access Memories, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Caravan Palace, Robot Face. This section right here is mostly rap. We have Nas Illmatic or Nas Illmatic, Doom with Food, Mad Villainy, Goblin by Tyler the Creator, and Igor by Tyler the Creator. What is this? Sorry if you can hear, like, it's really windy outside, so like it's like pushing up the garbage cans and it's just like flinging up the garbage and stuff. Oh, this is dumb. Okay, so we're gonna go from here to here now, because now we're going in order. We got Eminem, Music to Be Murdered By, and Music to Be Murdered By Side B. The Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, Curtain Call 2, The College Dropout. We're getting into Kanye, Late Registration. That is a Heard 'Em Say single CD right there, that really thin CD right there. Late Orchestration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, my favorite album of all time. It's just so good. I listen to it every day, no joke. Watch the Throne, Cruel Summer, Yeezus. So good, I got a poster of it, and also The Wall. I lost track. Oh, so there's also Life of Pablo, but it never released on CD or vinyl, so I have it on Apple Music. Kids See Ghosts, Yay, Jesus is King, and Donda. Here we have Elton John's Greatest Hits, Aphex Twin, Selected Ambient Works, 85 to 92. Metallica, Kill 'Em All, Metallica The Black Album, Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All. This is Death Grips, Ear the Snitch, The Money Store, Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want, Motorhead, Ace of Spades, Merzbow's Peace for Animals, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, The Pizza Tower, Pizza Supreme album, Merzbow, Dharma. This is Phantoma, Suspended Animation. This is Time Fragments, Light Up. No, that's Time Fragments something I remember. This is Light Up the Road, but I don't remember what that one was called. I actually talked with the creator of Time Fragment in the comment section, so yay! He watches my videos, or they, I don't know. Frank Ocean, Channel Orange, and Dr. Dre, The Chronic. So yeah. Finally, we're moving on to the final section of this video. I can't believe we managed to do this video, but we're moving on to the final piece de resistance, my vinyls. So let's just finish this video. Oh god, hang on, I want to treat these boys nicely. These boys cost me mad money. I don't want to break them. We have, for the final showcase of this collection, we have Suicide by the band Suicide. We have Big Black, Songs About Screwing or Effing. We have Atomizer by Big Black also. We got Flat Beat by Mr. Wazo. We got the Hacks and Cloak Excavation. Amazing ambient film. Are there any ambient films? Is that a genre? I gotta look that up. Pulse Demon by Merzbow. Incredible. Just one of my favorite items. Still have it in the plastic. Well, I don't have it in the plastic. I just have this little plastic protection on it. Boards of Canada, Geo Gotti, and finally, MF Doom's Food. And that is my entire collection, the annual collection showcase. Whoops, it was so fun making this video for you guys. Again, my collection is growing each and every year, so expect a lot more stuff throughout this year. Expect more unboxings and showcases and stuff. I have some things on the way, actually. I pre-ordered the Amazing Digital Circus Pilot vinyl soundtrack, so that's coming. I also have another CD, Samoku Hodo, that's coming. So a bunch of stuff that's still yet to arrive, and you guys will see me unbox it and show it to you guys in the future. But yeah, so far that is my entire collection as of right now. So I'm going to go to sleep now because I am exhausted, but I can go to sleep knowing I accomplished this. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching if you guys reached the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.